Hi, good afternoon po. My report is all about globalization and justice of Saint Augustine. True justice for Saint Augustine begin with the love of God and thereby extending to love of others since the love of other is the ultimate expression of love. In my own understanding, if you love God, you have concern and love for other people because if you love God, you cannot commit crime or you cannot do unjustful thing to others. As Augustine defined justice, justice is something deeply personal but with social implications since humans are atomized animals but essentially social. According to Aristotle, humans are social animals, meaning to say humans naturally seek companionship of others as part of our well-being. So, binanggit po dito yung tinatawag nating social justice. Uh, Social justice is the view that everyone deserves equal economic, political, and social right and opportunity. So, ito po yung concept na ang lahat daw po ng tao is equal. The function of justice is to assign to each his due or giving every man's due. It means to say that each person should receive what he personally deserved. Kung ano po yung nagawa natin, yun yung dapat nating matanggap. For example, we commit crime. Of course, sa batas ng tao, dapat po tayong managot dun. Or kung ano man yung ginawa natin, dapat panagutan natin. The love of God is the fountain from which justice flow. Okay, parang ito po yung praise na nag-state that let justice roll down as water because for Augustine, God wants is justice and right living rather than religious ceremonies for their own sake. Ang gusto pong mangibabaw kasi ni God is yung love for others at yung pagmamahal natin sa Kanya. Paano po natin mapapatunayan yun? Kung mamahalin natin yung kapwa natin at the same time, yung laging tama po yung ating susundin. Sabi rin po, from a popular praise by Cicero, Justitia suum quique distribute, which means justice render to everyone. Lahat daw po, justice is for all. Tingnan po, next slide. Okay, so ito po yung nakuha kong isang medyo mahabang praise. When man lives by the standard of truth, he lives not by his own standard but God. For it is God who has said, I am the truth. By contrast, when he lives by his own standard, that is by man's and not by God's standard. He lives by the standard of falsehood. Falsehood consists in not living the way for which he was created. And hence, the falsehood, we commit sin to promote our welfare. Nagkakaroon daw po tayo ng kasalanan kung ang inintindi lang po natin is yung pang sarili natin kabubuti. And it result instead in our misfortune. Yan, minamalas tayo, yung hindi tayo nagkakaroon ng biyaya from God. Or we sin to increase our welfare and the result is rather to increase our misfortune. Social justice is the realization of the common good, founded on the love extending to love others. Then justice is naturally dispensed in accordance with the oriented. Okay. Bali yung konsepto po kasi ng social justice is yung pagiging fair and just relations between the individual and the society. Actually po, we have different connotations or we have different opinions about justice. For me po kasi, justice is being morally fair and right state of everything by treating everyone the same or how they would like to be treated. Yung paano po natin itatrato yung ibang tao fairly. Justice in the city of man is held in tension between being self-oriented because the city of man is defined by the love of self over the love of God and others and being oriented to a common good and common love. Bali dito po, usually po kasi we become selfish because ang iisip lang po natin is yung ikabubuti natin, hindi yung ibang tao. So, dito na po tayo nagko-commit ng mistakes or for sometimes, hindi tayo nagiging just or fair. Justice is one of the cornerstone of all political society and a cornerstone on which the state itself is founded. Next one. The very function of justice, however, implicitly acknowledge a concern for others instead of being wholly entirely concerned with only oneself. Dapat daw po, ang pagiging just natin is hindi natin concerned yung sarili lamang natin, kundi we view the whole picture. Kung ano ba talaga yung totoo and tignan po natin lahat ng different sides. The nature of justice is concerned with correctives of the affronts against a person, property, or body. Okay, the nature of justice is, actually justice is a proper or harmonious relationship between warring parts of the person or city. According to Plato, justice is having and doing of what is one's own. Example po, a just man is a man in just, the right place, in the right place, doing his best and giving the precise equivalent of what he was received. Okay, next one po. He defines true justice as that just order of nature which is the interior subordination of body and soul to God. Justice emerged as something necessary to pursue in the city because justice is the response to the lust for domination of human interaction. Okay, justice is one of the most important moral values in the sphere of politics and law. Legal and politic systems that maintain law and order are desirable, but they cannot accomplish either unless they also achieve justice. Para po kasi sa atin, justice is katarungan. Okay, next one. Justice works to restore the enjoyment of God through the proper loving of human. Nagwo-work daw po or nare-restore yung enjoyment natin or of God kung mamahalin natin yung kapwa natin or sabi nga nila, once kung ano yung trato mo sa sarili mo, of course, dapat ganun din yung pagtanggap natin sa ibang tao. Globalization. Globalization refers to the historical process by which all the world's people increasingly come to live in a single social unit. Yun po yung meaning ng globalization. Okay, globalization. Due to this fundamental contradiction between the fundamental teaching of Jesus, Christians and followers of other religions have to lead a counter-movement for right relationship among all humans and just word based on them. Okay, number 1 po is recognition of the value of each person, acknowledging that the resources of the world are for the sustenance of all to ensure the basic essential of life to every person without discrimination. So, explanation ko po dun is, we must consider that God created us equal and all of us have different purpose in life. We must treat each other equally as brothers and sisters. So number 2 naman po nila is care for our planet Earth, that it would be a suitable home for present and future humanity. So we must care for our environment which serve as our home. Globalization magnifies the problem that affect all people and requires large scale of human cooperation. Bali, ito rin po isang meaning na nahanap ko. Globalization is one of the strongest forces that have profound and wide effect around the world. It does not only have deep impact on our economy but also various aspect of life and society including religion. Actually po, malaki po yung effect ng globalization sa religion. Why? Kasi mas naging global na po ang mga tao. Bali, sabi nga po dito, the primary effect of globalization upon religion has been the relativization of particularistic identity along with relativization and marginalization of religion as a mode of social communication. In other words po, the importance of religions becomes marginalized and it becomes nothing more than social function. Okay, so ito na lang po. Globalization has an impact on Christianity. It has a tendency to foster secularization among people and culture. Okay, that ends my report. Thank you po.